Championships, both sprint relays. We start with the women. The United States of America has the fastest time ever with their world record, 40.82 from last year's Olympic Games. Not quite as strong this time, but they'll still have a good chance running. In lane 5, but maybe even better, is Jamaica running in lane 6. They've traded gold and silver medals at the last 2 World Championships. The US won last time to make it a second time around in 2009. The 4x100 meters relay for women, Germany on the inside got put back in after they were kicked out of their first race. Bronze medal winners 4 years ago came in 5th in the Olympics, the last 2 times European champions, quite good with white, the fight, Pinto and Zyla. Then Russia has Kina, Lusaka, Bas, Sablinas, and Bowls of War, but a good team that won the Olympic gold medal. And Beijing in 2008 came in 5th in the last World Championships, and 2 of their runners are back. Here, Britain has really gotten much better this year. After a couple of bad years, they have Diner Aisha Smith, the amazing young runner Ashley Nelson, Annabelle Lewis, and Amy Jones. Applause. Then we have France, who came in 4th in Daegu 2 years ago. They have Céline Distill Pony as Daily Equison, Million Sumari and Stella Akaka Poe. The United States of America has Jenny Batamo, Alexanderson, English Gardner, and Octavius Freeman, so a totally different team than the one that won the gold medal 2 years ago. And they don't have Carmelita Jetta, who came in 3rd, of course, in the single race. So Jamaica might be the favorites with Kerry Russell. Kevin Stewart, who came in 1st and 2nd again in the last races of this event, shallow knee. Calvert and the double sprint champion Shelley and Fraser. Price Canada has Crystal Emmanuel Kimberly Hyacinth, she and Davis and Kimiko Bingham. And then watch out for the Brazilian team on the outside. They set a South American record in the early race to make it here, 4,229. Evelyn dos Santos, then Ana. Claudia Silva, Francie, Ella, Kazuki, and Vander goes the last 3 who all ran in Daegu 2 years ago, so it's Germany, Russia, Great Britain, France, United States, Jamaica, Canada, and Brazil for the final of the women's 4x400 relay. The US has won 6 times before. Jamaica and Germany both won twice. France won once. Shall we and Fraser Price waiting on the last part. There's some trouble here. Kokina starts for Russia. Strange crowd noise before the start of any race, but remember to be quiet. When the start is ready, which he is now, music, applause. Well, there's still some person making noise with a horn. Applause. They're often the 4x1, the 4 women. Tomo for the USA in lane 5, and Kerry Russell for Jamaica outside. Russell has really done very well for Jamaica and passes the stick ahead of the USA, running down the back part. It's Anderson for the US and Stewart, the runner with the most experience, for Jamaica. Those 2 teams looking amazing right now. There's some trouble. With the US, they've messed it up, and it's hard to see what happened. Clearly, Calvert will pass to Shelley and Fraser Price on the last part for Jamaica. We're seeing something bad here is when this championship's in Moscow, Shelley and Fraser Price is going to finish the trouble. It's crazy behind, and it's France just getting ahead of the US. I'm not sure if the US will stay because there was a big problem early on, but what a huge win. What a great time, too, at 41.29 for the Jamaicans. That's a country record. Only the USA has ever run faster. What terrible passing from the Americans over in the back part. Their mess up, I really did ruin it. And I think that really cost a medal because in the end, they were running so fast. There's the time, 55 to 41.29. The championship record. What I'm not surprised, the Jamaicans are really waving their flag. What do you expect? Oh, she's challenged Bolt. She's done the triple win. His turn will come in a few minutes, but so often. We've seen really quick times fall apart because the stick passing wasn't good enough, and what a finish by the French. They were coming through really, really fast on that last part. Great Britain was trying for a medal on that last part, but the French woman came through really well. She did what the US did even better, actually, to come back into the race exactly and get a medal in 3rd place. Behind the French runner, well, if you watch, there was that third stick passing between dancing. The gardener over the back part, if we can see that again, it was really awful. They stopped and started here. We go look at this. This is bad as you stopped looking back and then maybe, I don't know. It was pretty close to whether she got it inside the area. And also look at the American stick passing here. She's just in the back of the picture, which is behind the French runner here, you see, and she really does close the gap British. British for a second at this point, that's behind. Well, I think the Americans might have to take a good look at that. 2/3 passing the second stick, passing over the back part. Well, yeah. And you can tell by how they're acting that they look a little bit worried that there may be a kick out coming. She did have the stick in her hand when she crossed the line, but that stick passing from 2 to 3 was terrible. Fantastic run for the Jamaican team. They totally beat the Central American record, and Shelley and Fraser-Pryce gets the triple win here. So from the start, carrying Russell around the first part for Jamaica, and for the US, we've got Tom. Oh, here, but this is already a Jamaican lead. There's the good passing from Russell to Karen Stewart. So experienced. She's winning a medal for the 4th time in a row. Cheers to Iranian, couldn't make it here. But you can see she slows down, and look, the American gardener stops before she gets the stick. And I think she knew she was running out of space and she had to stop. So now we have Calvert to Fraser-Pryce on the fast part, on the last part. But yeah, we look again at the Americans. They lost so much space doing that well, not so much space. I'm not sure whether the judges are looking at that now. I was seeing it over and over to see when they actually went outside their area over that far side. This is a huge win though. Isn't it really wonderful? Jamaica going clear, and actually I just saw on the outside the Brazilians were doing well, but they failed to pass the stick from 3 to 4, and were really close to getting one of the smaller medals as they came around that turn. So there was drama everywhere. Yes, well, Tobias Freeman, as you said, and there's the big man watching. He can't believe it. I think he's saying, go on, go on, go on. They've got it. But the Americans in the back, they're not too happy. Look, are they now worried times? It's still counting right now, but yeah, they'll be looking closely at that. Applause. The challenge has been made for the female team from Jamaica. It's up to Bolt and the rest to do better for the very last track event. Great Britain in 4th place, so we wait to see whether the Americans do stay in 3rd place. The result still hasn't been this. Is some award noir? Rob will give us a better view here. What's going on? You can see there, and is that a great legs on the back part? But the English guard, look, she stops, starts just this. Well, there's the, but she may have just grabbed it in the area. It's gonna be very, very close underlooking. That is so, so close. What's the Brazilians on the near side doing really well, and then dropping the stick. Fraser-Pryce's being the woman of the championships, probably hasn't she huge winning distance in the 1 and the 2, and with the Americans not up there with them, she had the whole track to herself over the last 30 or 40 meters. Very last event is not too far away. Good running by the Netherlands in the early race with the legs of Karandi Martina, getting them through Justin Gatlin and the rest of his team. They had a pretty shaky change from 3 to 4, so they'll need to get better at that if they're to get anywhere close here. We go again, watching it again and again, just to make sure that she was in that area.